It's weekend again. Is Man United going to continue their form that they had against Man City last weekend? Or is Oliver Glasner going to get a win at Chelsea? Liverpool, they did a tremendous job in Marseille on Wednesday evening. Are they going to bring that form into the Premier League? Looking that they've got like 4 draws or 3 draws on a bounce in the Premier League. Are they going to change their fortunes? Will they bounce back from their derby defeat and then their defeat in Bodo Glimt? Stay with me. West Ham versus Sunderland, early kickoff tomorrow. West Ham just really need a win here. Sunderland has been in decent form, and now all their players that went to the AFCON has returned back, so the form is there. They are going to continue the momentum going into this fixture. But West Ham at home, I mean, they have not won a Premier League away game since August, and they were able to get that win against toothless Tottenham. Derby for them, they won it, and I think they should kick on from here. They should get the morale boost. Get going from now, because the pressure that is coming on Nuno is too much, and I think he needs to turn the corner with this fixture that is coming up, knowing that it's at home. I expect Sunderland to go strong again, knowing that all their players are back. I don't know if they are going to slot in as starters or they are going to be rested, but it's a game that they need to win and keep the momentum going. So I don't think their manager is going to rest those key players. I mean, Granit Xhaka has been a formidable force for them in that midfield and in that team. He has been a leader for them. But going into this fixture, I think he plays a major role in them getting that 3 points at the London City Stadium. And I think it's going to be a tough afternoon for Nuno, knowing that his defense is shaky. They've got their AFCON winner and Diop back in the fold. I mean, today we saw it on the tablets that they gave him a warm welcome back as a AFCON winner. So I think Nuno should be winning this game if he wants to keep the job. But Sunderland, on the other hand, I don't see them dropping points in this game. I mean, Premier League is always for the shock, and early kickoffs always come at the pace of who else that is ready to get a winner. But I see Sunderland getting the win here, and Nuno is going to be under huge pressure again. From there, we go to Burnley. Last week, they were decent against Liverpool. I mean, they sat deep, get what they wanted, what they are supposed to do, and then they go a draw at Anfield, which Scott Parker was really happy for that result, because the last time he was there, he was put on the sword for his Burnley's, his Bournemouth side that he brought at Anfield. He got 9-0 battered. So this time around, it was a different game. So I mean, they stuck to his plan, and then he won the game. Going into this game, it's Tottenham that they are playing, knowing that Tottenham, their league form is very weak. Yes, it's very weak, like 7 days. But their Champions League form is different. If they can bring that Champions League form in the Premier League, then I think it will help them go in. But Burnley at Turf Moor, 3 o'clock, it's going to be a hard game for Tottenham. But I still think Spurs has got the quality to win this game. So I'll go for Spurs win here. Spurs to win this game. And then Fulham Brighton, this game, I see draw written all over it. I think it's going to be a draw game, so I'm not going to delve too much into that. And let's go to the big one. Manchester City versus Wolves. Yes, it's second versus bottom of the league. And Man City, derby days, they couldn't win it. Man United were all over them. They couldn't lay a finger on them. And then they went to Bodo Glimt. We thought maybe this is the time for them to reactivate their form, get a win, and then get going again. They can go that 16, 17 games unbeaten. We thought maybe that run is going to start at Bodo Glimt, but it is what it is. They went to Bodo Glimt and they were digging holes for themselves, putting, square in round peg, round holes. So, yeah, Bodo Glimt deserved that credit, and they beat them emphatically. It could have been 6-0 or 6-1, I should say, but Man City came back into the game, pull one back, and then so this game Man City are looking to get back to that winning ways, knowing that Arsenal has got United at the Emirates, so anything can happen and they can cut the gap. knowing that this game is at hand. But Wolves at this hand, I think they've got nothing to lose. They've got nothing to fear. They can go and do what they did against Arsenal at the Emirates. Sit deep, keep it tight. Don't leave those pocket spaces for Bernardo Silva and Ryan Cherky to put passes through. You know, those spaces that Foden can put the needle passes through. Just keep it tight. Sit tight if you want to get something from this game. Take it to halftime, 0-0. Come back, 0-0. 70th minute, keep hitting them on counter. You get a goal because Man City, they are there for taking. They give away goals. So if you can play like this, there should be a goal in there. And I think Man City is going to win here. But I'm going to stick with Wolverhampton Wanderers here to get surprise results here. I'm going to go for a draw in that fixture, which might surprise many. 5:30 on Saturday is Liverpool travel to Bournemouth, to the South Coast to play Bournemouth. Looking at their form in the Champions League, went to San Siro, beat Inter Milan, came back in the league, struggled against I've forgotten the fixture. I think it was Leeds or some Sunderland. I think one of them. Yeah, came back, struggled. This time around, went to Marseille, difficult grounds, did a job, decent job, got a 3 points, 3 goals. Back here again. Bournemouth, I don't know. They've not won in 7 or 8 games. Is this the time for them to get their win? Probably yes, because Liverpool defense has been wobbly, shaky. We normally don't concede goals like chances, but anytime we concede those chances, opponents make it count as a goal, and this is where our problem is. So if Arne Slot is going to get something from this game, then it should be one of these things. And Bournemouth, they never stop going. Even if you are beating them 7-0, they keep going until the ref blows the final whistle. So this game, Arne Slot should have been complacent with his rotational play, thinking that, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, just stick to your plan. Play your best team. Robertson, I've seen in the newsfeed that Spurs have approached him and he's willing to go, which it saddens me because he's one of the vibrant servants that we've had for years, and he's given all for this club, and the way things are going, he's not getting playing minutes, and he's a World Cup squad, a captain for Scotland, which he needs to get playing time if he wants to be in that squad. I know he's the captain, but Arne Slot is like he's putting him where he's been at. He's not starting him, he's not giving him chances, and this season he's only started 4 Premier League games. And it's not right. I honestly don't think Keke should be starting ahead of him. But he knows what he's trying to do. But it is what it is. So Robertson, I'll be sad if he leaves. But if he leaves, I'll wish him well until only he plays against Liverpool. And then on Sunday, we've got Crystal Palace playing Chelsea. Since Liam Rosina came into Chelsea, all his game has been in London. He has not traveled yet, so he hasn't got a bus pass to leave London and know how the Premier League away game is like. All these games that he's playing, though they are some of our away, but they are still in London, so he hasn't got that different vibes, different environment vibes. You know what I mean? And it's a Hotspur that he's traveling to. So Oliver Glasner last week he mourned about the club, board abandoning his players and him. Which I get what he's trying to do, but they went to a meeting, they decided not to sack him, still to stick with him. And I think they've not won for a while, so losing Gehi and now Mateta also trying to leave. So they are in a dismay, and I think they should stick together and then get these 3 points for my sake. Because I want that coach to taste something and know that the Premier League is quite a bit different from the French league that he's coming from. Yeah, so Liam Rosina, on the other hand, his game as Chelsea, they've been playing well. But I've not really watched much about them. Just some couple of highlights that I've seen, and I've seen some glimpses that what he's trying to do that possession-based counter-attack football that he's trying to instill into that team. Yeah, but we'll see. So with that game, I think I'm gonna go for Chelsea win here. I know Chelsea, they are capable of doing anything when you don't expect them to do. And it's a tough grounds, and that's where Chelsea normally wins. So I'll go for Chelsea win here. Someone is asking me that the Liverpool Bournemouth, you didn't give a prediction. I'm going to go Liverpool to win here Not just because I'm a Liverpool fan. I think we should have too much for them. And remember, first game of the season, they nearly stole a point from us until we got going. So, but this time around, we can't be playing that game against Bournemouth, Yeah. So, the biggest one on Sunday is the Arsenal versus Manchester United. The Roy Keane and the Patrick Vieira derby reunites again. And this time around, first game of the season, this fixture is the reverse fixture of first game of the season. So United sat at home, Arsenal went there, Arsenal beat them 1-0. And to be honest, that game, United didn't deserve to lose that game. They were all over Arsenal, but Arsenal got the job done, and that's what football matters. It's always about results. But this time around, Arsenal in a different position. They're on a bounce of winning, like unbeaten, I should say. United going there knowing that getting a result will also push them to top 4 that they are looking for. So Arsenal on the other hand, knowing that if Man City win on Saturday, it put pressure on them. Currently it's 7 points between them. So if City win this game, it becomes 4 points until Arsenal play on Sunday. So if Arsenal fail to win that game on Sunday, that means it's 4 points. But if Arsenal win, they maintain the 3 points gap. But I think Arteta has got so much in his depth that he can get anything from this game. I don't see Arsenal losing this game. If I'm honest to myself, I don't see Arsenal losing this game. But looking at how new manager bounced, Carrick got the team glued together, kept going, and I think he really worked on City before even taking the job. I'm not going to lie. Because everything that United did in that game, it really worked for them. It really worked for them. Only one thing that United didn't do well in that game was that stamp on Doku. That should have been red card for Dalot. That was the only thing that was wrong. Apart from that, anything that United did in that game, it went their way. They were super. And if they are going to carry that form into Emirates, it's going to be a different blockbuster game on Sunday, 4:30. So, with that much said, I think Arteta in the Champions League on Tuesday rested most of his squad. Gave Swigo playing time. A lot of them. Eze, but he was dragged out at a point. He was dragged off. Gyökeres rested. Some of these players coming from big injuries, they need to get those minutes. So it was understandable. So, but going into this game, Saka should be back. Odegaard should be back. And personally, I think this Odegaard guy, he's not playing to Gyökeres' strength, because Gyökeres is a runner who, when you give him that ball, he can put it back in the net. But always against Liverpool, I saw a couple of them. I think 3 or 4 occasions where he made a run asking for a ball, but Odegaard was busy on the ball, trying to turn like flippers bear on the beach. I don't know what he's always looking for before he make that pass. And by the time he tried to make that pass, Gyökeres was covered already, so that pass would have been a foolish pass. And this is where I think his strength is. They are not giving him those balls. Even crosses that they are supposed to put in the box, it's not coming. Saka mostly on the ball doesn't want to make a cross. He just want to dribble and go into that box, which is not why Gyökeres is there. He's been there occupying defenders, making other people make those run to create space for others. But he's supposed to be putting those balls in the net. The service is not coming. Ben White, we saw against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup semi-final, where he put the cross in and then he scored. He's supposed to be getting those crosses and those passes, but they are not coming. If Arsenal is going to get something on Sunday from Gyökeres, they should be at his service, providing the service. Room service, cling, cling, and then the goals will keep coming. I would love Arsenal to beat Man United, I'm not going to lie. Yes, I would love Arsenal to beat them. Break them into pieces. We don't want any noise pollution on Monday morning. We beat the team on top. We beat the team on the second. We don't want that noise pollution. We know how Man United fans can be, noise polluted. Yeah, so for that game, I see it's a hard one here, but I'm going to stick with Arsenal. I think Arsenal is going to win this game 2-1. It will be hard for United, but I think they will also have their say. Carrick will also have his plan, and I know by now Arteta has already planned. He's already cooked a plan ready to serve them. So Thanks you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and share this video to your friends and your